What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Hopefully, you guys are pretty much up to speed with the channel. This is now your permanent spot for all your readings, okay? Meaning that every first week of every month, this is where you are, okay? Week 1, all right? Channel updates are on the greetings and exclusive playlist on my channel. If you need help with cleansing your energy and preparing for the following month, or upcoming month, rather, you can go to the monthly manifestations also on my playlist. They may be ending by the end of the year, as they are, used or should be used to help cleanse your energy or help you manifest whatever it is that you are working on or trying to obtain in your energy. Okay. Nonetheless, October is up, so by all means, you can go and check that out. Now, let's go ahead and get into your reading. 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. Okay. Possibly some new energy. Hopefully you don't mind sharing if you are a Scorpio sun sign with other Scorpio placements. Okay. Almost took a little minute to find your last card. Okay. Anytime when that happens, that means there's some new energy coming in. Okay. So, Scorpios, let's see what's going on to start the week with you. We have the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles in the middle of your spread, the 10 of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Just in general, from looking at this spread, it feels as though you guys are about to start rebuilding again, okay? In a sense of relationships within your energy exhausting you, okay? And possibly cleaning up that energy, okay? I say that because of this 7 of Swords here. Okay, to start. All right. Whatever you're doing, whenever I see the 7 of Swords, I usually think of someone cleaning up. 7 is talking about your internal strength, okay, having an inner strength to press forward, okay. Like I said, cleaning up something, all right, cleaning up the energy around you, possibly questioning people that are around you or connections, if you will. You do have this 3 of Cups here. Maybe you've been doing a little bit too much partying, or maybe entrusting people a little bit too much, okay? As far as maybe sharing information. This is 3 of Cups, talking about feelings, okay? And so maybe you've been sharing with the wrong people, or like I said, entrusting in the wrong ones, okay? Then you have this 10 of Pentacles here, which is talking about family dynamic, okay? Something that is of value to you, very important, okay? Family could be very important to you, okay? Family stability or creating something for the family, if you will, okay? And for some of you, that's not for everyone. 10 being some form of awakening, okay? Maybe realizing that it takes a lot of work in regards to building this type of stability or maybe financial or generational wealth for some of you. Okay. Whatever it is, it's exhausting you. Okay. Maybe keeping up with everybody or keeping up with everything you've told particular people. It's exhausting you in a sense of energetically and then, of course, physically. Okay. Um, might find yourself having some headaches or back pains. Um, just physical stress, possibly, okay, which is exhausting you being there for everyone else, okay, when you have some things that you need to work on with this Three of Pentacles, okay. You haven't been able to find time for your own personal endeavors or just time for yourself. However, like I said, for some of you, you could be cleaning up your connections, okay, as far as disconnecting from particular people and restarting, okay? Or, like I said, finding time for yourself and taking a break from everyone else with this Ten of Swords energy, okay? So, let's get into the clarifiers so we can break this down a little bit more. For some of you, we have one from the top for the Seven of Swords, second from the top for the Three of Cups, one from the bottom for the Ten of Pentacles, second from the bottom for the Ten of Swords, and then one energetically from the middle for the Three of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's going on with each one of these one at a time. We have Seven of Swords with the Princess of Swords, okay? One sword meets seven sword equals eight swords, balance, or in a sense of feeling stuck, okay? You want to clean up, but here comes another sword, okay, where you feel like your hands are tied in a particular situation, okay? For some of you, it could be, like I said, cleaning up, maybe giving some form of explanation to someone. And with the Princess of Swords, as you can see, she is going down a list of probably excuses or situations, things of that nature, okay? He, she, getting where you fit in, okay? So, seven, like I said, you probably are going to feel a little bit stuck, hands tied, because it is going to be not so much of a debate, but it is going to be one that is factual, okay? So whatever it is that you're trying to explain, please make sure you are only, kind of reviewing the facts on both ends, not just on your side, but on this person's side as well, okay? Be truthful is all I have to say. All right. So next we have the Three of Cups with the Four of Swords. Okay. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is usually talking about reflection. Again, communing a lot. Okay. Possibly telling a lot of your own business. Okay. Or talking too much. Okay. Or partying too much. You now are reflecting on those, or like I said, connections, okay? Are they, true friendships, things of that nature, okay? Maybe trying to figure out who said what to who type of vibe, okay? Possibly a little bit of gossiping, things of that nature, okay? And so now you possibly need to consider being a little bit more mindful about what information you share, okay? That is for a few of you, not for everyone, okay? Ten of Pentacles is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles, okay? We take 10 and we reduce down to 2. You're either juggling a lot of family situations, okay? Maybe you're finding yourself being the mediator, having to play both sides, okay? That does get quite exhausting after some time, okay? And of course, this Four of Swords turning into this Ten of Swords is, again, reflecting possibly on, like I said, those energies that are around you. Maybe having to fall back, okay, and learning how to say no, not doing things out of obligation, okay, or feeling like people are holding things over you because of a sense of entitlement, okay. And so you have the right to say no and make time for yourself and do whatever it is that you need to do, okay? Maybe you have goals and dreams that you are trying to aspire to, but you can't seem to do it because you're busy helping everyone else, okay? And so this Two of Pentacles is here again, possibly, like I said, juggling a lot, playing both sides of the fence when it comes to this family dynamic, okay? Whether or not if you want to continue to do it or not, okay? That is a decision you have to make. Let's look at this 10 of Swords with 8 of Wands, okay? Talking about communication, usually fast coming communication in regards to enough is enough type vibe, okay? Possibly for some of you, this 10 of Swords, you're exhausted. You can barely keep your head above water with all the things that you have to do. You can find yourself sleeping, someone's still talking to you about what they need you to do. Could you do this for me? I know you're tired, but can you do this for me? I know you said you were busy, but can you do this for me? No one cares. Okay. I'm sorry, Scorpio, but if people are still talking to you and you literally are possibly maybe sitting in a chair with your eyes closed, literally looking like a blob of glue, okay, because you are so exhausted and they're still running off things to you, they could care less, okay, because it's about their benefit, okay, it has nothing to do with you, it's about them, okay, and whatever it is that you can do for them, okay, you are a resource, all right, and it is getting a little bit tiresome. A year or so ago, I think I remember reading for you guys back when I was on Instagram that stated that you would be possibly becoming like the matriarch of your family, if you will, okay? Where everyone looks to you because you have a multitude of talents, okay? Or you're the one with the listening ear, or you have the most resources. You know someone that knows someone that knows somebody that could get something done for them, okay? That becomes exhausting after a while, okay? One thing that we didn't touch on back then is when you become or selected, really not become selected to be the matriarch, just by default, okay, no one tends to ask you if you can, okay, it's something different if you're asking someone, could you or would you happen to know, right, is something totally different, okay. However, when you have people say, could you do this for me, or could you find somebody that knows how to do this, that and then you have to do the middleman communication amongst other things that you have to do, such as your job, your kids, your own family, your business, whatever the case may be, okay? Nobody cares about you being exhausted. It's all about them, okay? So how do you fix that? Stop being the person that everybody comes to, okay? After you put someone in connection with someone, that's it. Wash your hands of it. It's no longer up to you, okay, to follow through with the whole, connection of two people, okay. You're networking, and people are utilizing your ability to network, and this is for somebody in particular. They're utilizing your ability to network so that way they can get something that they want done, okay. It's their responsibility to keep that line of communication going. Has nothing to do with you. After you've done your part, you should be done. They can communicate without you, okay? So that's for someone, don't know who, but get in where you fit in. 3 of Pentacles is here with the 2 of Cups, Two of Hearts in this deck, okay? Restarting something, possibly a relationship, okay? Returning to a possible relationship, wanting to rebuild, okay? Possibly something that was deserted or kind of stuck a pin in it. But maybe that is something that you would like to focus on, Scorpios, as far as you've been distant because of this, craziness that's been going on in your life. Okay. And so, with that being said, it kind of resorts back to this Princess of Swords with the Seven of Swords, feeling stuck because you've been dealing with other stuff, okay? And so now you're possibly reconsidering love again, okay? Maybe you need that compassion. You're missing that, okay? When it comes to clearing your mind, or like I said, a connection that you kind of left behind because you became a matriarch of some sort, okay? Or the go-to person for a lot of people, okay? But what about your happiness? All right, that is the question. So let's go ahead and do this last shuffle for you guys, Scorpios, and then we'll cut by threes and we'll refer to the bottom of the deck for you guys. Scorpio, just so you guys know, you guys do have 2 energy shout outs, okay? Since I've been doing them, you guys are the first to have 2 now, okay? So by all means, please feel free to go on my playlist on my channel and look up energy shout outs and look up your 2, okay? There might be some messages there that could help you, okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have companionship animals, okay? Companionship animals. Number 21, equaling out to 3, centering yourself, mind, body, and spirit. 2, focusing on what you want, not what you don't want, and possibly you are looking for companionship. Like I said, this 2 of Cups here. 1, following your intuition, okay? And again, not wanting to be, by yourself anymore. Maybe that's for some of you, okay? If you've considered getting a fur baby of some sort, by all means, they are wonderful to have. I miss being a fur mom sometimes. The only thing that's keeping me from doing it is carpet, okay? I know I have the ability to train. I love dogs. I've always been a dog person. And I had a multitude of dogs. I talked about them before briefly. But I had a Yorkie Shih Tzu mix. Her name was Sadie. I had 2 dogs that were Labrador retrievers. One was full Labrador. Her name was Star. And then I had a Labrador Husky mix. My first dog, literally raised him from a puppy, got him when I was about like 2 or 3 years old, and he died around the time when I was about like 14. I believe it was a snake bite from the backyard. He got bit by a couple of snakes. But nonetheless, he was my favorite. I loved all my dogs. And I had a bunny one time. His name was Oscar. And but I felt like I should have named him Thumper. But nonetheless, I loved all of my pets. I've had hamsters, I've had a turtle, I've had goldfish, had hamsters, but they were my mom's. So I do love pets and have an affinity for dogs primarily. And so I trained Rusty literally from when I was 2. He was literally like my protector. And so really miss him. And so even to this day, and I'm 39. And so nonetheless, they're really good companions, especially if you're by yourself. one thing about my dogs, and I'm sure anyone can kind of attest to this, they truly do know when something is wrong, and they always seem to know how to comfort you the best. Okay, if you're not, ready to get a pet or interested in getting a pet, maybe you volunteer somewhere, possibly in regards to kind of being close to animals. One thing about them, they usually, they're just as good as you treat them. But when you make that connection with a pet, um, they are your friend for life and even in afterlife. And so, if maybe they've visited you from time to time just to check in on you, if you've lost any pets, they are still with you in spirit. Okay, so that being said, this is the earth element here. Okay, and it says animals, companionship. We all have a superpower. Find yours and exercise it. Take time out to share your gifts. The natural world calls you, it is part of you. Experience having an animal companion, but if you cannot, then donate. Make your property animal friendly or help animal causes. Animalist, which is Latin for having a soul. Okay, having a soul. All right, so one thing I will also read to you guys is this last sentence that says, we have no greater rights than any other animal to be here, and we can work with rather than against the animals. Okay, so try to avoid animal cruelty at all costs. Scorpios, I don't think any of you would actually do that, okay, but just avoid working against animals or kind of shunning away from them. I always say that sometimes you can trust an animal more than you can trust a person, because they are very sentimental creatures, any animal for that nature, and sometimes they are a very great judge of character. And they can talk to you in many different ways, as far as through body language and just their sense of your needs, more so than a human can. Okay, so if you were ever thinking about or interested in getting an animal, by all means, this might be a sign for you. Again, like I said, with this companionship, it could also just mean that that is what you are wanting right now, and maybe either rebuilding towards, or wanting to work towards that, okay, with someone. So, with that being said, Scorpios, that is all that I have for you guys this evening. We do have 4 more readings this week, along with the energy shout out on Sunday. However, you guys have already had one, now 2. Sorry, but that X's that out for you. Okay, but just go and look at your energy shout outs. Okay, so with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.